Eli, this is legit. Go ahead and join on, bro.
What's up, Cyclone Nation? This is top tier Iowa State here with Cyclone Central. We are live on TikTok and now on Riverside, getting ready to digest and instant react, break down the news. Iowa State forward Milan Momcilovic has opted out of the NBA draft for this year and is supposedly returning to college. He has floated around options for teams to return. To Kentucky, Arizona, St. John's, Louisville, and Iowa State are still potential teams for him to play for this next season, his senior year. So we like I said, we're live on TikTok, and we have someone in the chat here. I guess Eli is his name.
So Eli, yeah, so Eli Wolf, and again, this could be a total troll job, and then we just look really dumb. But Eli Wolf is apparently a guy that Milan is friends with.
So that's liable info there. I mean, that's if that's true, we'd be happy
Eli
to host Milan here. And
Eli said he can't join. I'm gonna try to invite him again. Oh, you know what? Might be because you're joined on. So
So you try and invite Eli. I'm still live on the Riverside, so I'm gonna leave and see if you can invite him real quick. So let me hold up one sec here. Hold up one sec here. Okay, so I am now off the TikTok live. Cyclone Kingdom. Currently live right now, trying to get
Eli in here.
Yeah, trying to get this Eli guy, I guess, who's followed by Milan Momcilovic. And if it's not, like he said, a total troll job, which I mean
39 people in here
would be funny, but
Eli,
unfortunately,
I just invited you again, so if you want to join on, you can.
He says it's not working.
I don't know if he's bluffing or not, but yeah, he might just be playing us, y'all.
Oh well, we're okay.
We've been played. We might have been played.
We might have been played.
Yeah, we might have been played, bro.
Okay, I am a little bit. We're ahead of the live stream, so we can just go back to how we were doing it on TikTok and me just on here. Perfect.
Yeah, that wasn't legit.
All right, so we can go ahead and get started then if you're ready, AJ.
Yeah,
that's cool. All right, I'm top tier Iowa State. My name's Owen, and this is AJ with Cyclone Kingdom. We are live right now. It is currently 9:36 p.m. Central Standard Time. Just about an hour and a half, maybe even an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Since Milan Momcilovic announced he is coming back to college for his senior season. Some teams that he is still trying to decide between include Kentucky, Arizona, St. John's, Louisville, and his former team, Iowa State. So, AJ, what are your initial thoughts? It's a lot. It's been a very hectic past, like I said, 45 minutes to an hour. So what are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, so it's getting even more real. So, and we're getting live updates about this, y'all. So apologies if we're just kind of frazzle-brained. Eli is legitimately Milan's friend, and Milan's actually currently in this live watching. So he's viewing this currently right now. So Eli said he's not going to join the live. I think Eli's still trying to join the live, but yeah, this is real. So just so y'all know, Milan Momcilovic is currently in this live for Cyclone Central, with his buddy Eli, and I guess Eli is trying to get in the live, but it wasn't working. So, in terms of my thoughts, I I am leaning a lot towards Louisville and St. John's. I think those seem like the most viable options. Now, this Iowa State thing is very interesting because there's technically a roster spot open for Milan, but you would have to fork over $6 to $7 million, which I don't think is going to happen. So that would be my take. Is Louisville or St. John's? Those are the two title contenders in my mind that I think he would go to. Kentucky, we've already talked about Kentucky. They're not in a position to contend for a title, at least right now. And that kind of, I think, bothered some people.
Oh, it more than bothered people. It made a lot of Kentucky fans upset.
And I think I'll say this, and if Milan's listening to this, I would just say this, Milan. Don't go to Arizona. I love Arizona fans. They're super cool. They've been super cool to us, but the optics of that would be really bad. The optics of that would be really bad. So I'm leaning Louisville and St. John's. That is where I would go. And yeah, as you give your take, I'm gonna keep tabs on this to see what's going on with Eli and Milan over here. So.
I don't know. I have AJ's the one running the stream, so I have no idea. If he is watching, that's cool. But yeah, I guess, yeah, I would agree. Louisville and St. John's. I mean, St. John's, I don't think, I wouldn't, I mean, at least initially think would have as much money as a team like Louisville or Kentucky, but who knows? I mean, they've got money. They went, I mean, they beat Kansas last year, made it to the Sweet 16. So I guess that's definitely, they could definitely have some NIL going there. But in terms of Iowa State, the wide right and Natty Light people reported that Milan is not expected to come back to Iowa State, but is still, I mean, there's been people who have, so it's still, everything's up in the air. We are not exactly sure when he will announce what college he's going to play for.
I actually have information on that.
Okay.
So, and we just tweeted this out. So Adam Zagoria, he's a basketball insider. He said, basketball insider for New York Times Sports, Forbes Sports, almost 80,000 followers on Twitter. So legit. He said that he's going to make his decision over the weekend.
Okay.
So that's when he would make his decision. But
Okay.
apparently Milan's in this chat.
Jacob says, Jacob in the comments goes, "Don't steal from my premium message."
Oh, bro, you don't know the half of it, Jacob.
Oh, I think he he definitely knows. He definitely knows. No, Jacob knows it all. For those of you who aren't caught up, some lovely gentlemen from the Cyclone Fanatic After Dark came at us today and accused us of stealing their information, their valuable treasure of information from their premium message boards. AJ, we talked about that. It was just a post. It was a post about Milan in Arizona.
Which could be found anywhere.
Yes. Yeah, and I don't think it was anything out of the ordinary. I'm not really sure. It definitely caught me off guard, at least. It caught me by surprise. Because like, what did I post? I mean, they came at me like I just leaked nuclear launch codes or something, but I don't know.
Launch codes?
I don't know. This happened so fast and so randomly.
Yes.
I just had. I mean, we love everything they do over there at Cyclone Fanatic. We go support them. Go watch their stuff. But that was definitely, at least in my mind, a very unprofessional of them, and that it was a very sticky situation today with that. So it's over. I'm glad it's over, but. It would be nice if that stuff did not happen again. Because like I said, we do not get our information in our sources from anyone, any third parties or anything like that. So yeah, that is what it is. But Jacob, that's very funny for him to bring that up. But anyways, back to the whole Milan thing.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, And I don't know if Milan is still in the live. Did you see him join? Did his username pop
So
up?
people said he's in there. Here's what I want to do.
I don't
Just
know.
because
They could just be trolling. I have no idea.
No, it's legit. So here's what I want to do. You still have the live going on Riverside?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to join that again so there won't be any feedback because you won't be on the TikTok live. And I
Okay.
want to try to invite Eli on and see if this actually works.
Is Eli? Can you drop a comment real quick just to make sure
Eli,
we're still?
It says he joined, so
Okay, Milan M join. I can't. Hold on.
that's Milan. So Milan
Are you
M
sure? Is that? Can you? I
What up,
mean.
Milan? Yep. Milan Momcilovic in the chat. So I
Nice.
just saw his sister post a TikTok. So all right, so I'm gonna join this, and I'm gonna disconnect you real quick and see if we can get this figured out.
Sure.
See if we can get this figured out.
Sure.
All right, Eli, we're gonna try to get you back on, bro.
Why is there feedback still?
We're gonna try to get you back on, Eli. Why is there feedback still?
Okay, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Perfect. All right.
let me get Eli. Let me get headphones out. All right, Eli, if you're still in here, I want to try to get you on this live. Again, this is a lot of a lot of instant reaction. I'm kind of processing all this on the fly, Owen, so I apologize, but
No, you're good.
Eli, if you want to join the TikTok live again, I want to get you on here. Milan, we appreciate you joining on, bro. Thanks for what you've done for Cyclone Nation. All right, invite just sent to Eli. Eli, go ahead and join whenever you want to. 48 people in here. He's actually in the live. Oh, and it's not just it.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah.
that's actually Milan Momcilovic. So yeah, we appreciate you, bro. I don't know what else to say. Like, you've been an awesome Cyclone, one of the coolest Cyclones that I've at least followed. I was a shooter in college as well, so yeah. So it's just awesome to have you be a part of this. Eli, what's up, bro?
What up? How we doing?
Good. All right, so Eli has just now joined the TikTok live. We're also here on Riverside with our instant reaction. Eli, I know you said Milan's not joining. Totally get that. He's got a lot going on. Any information you want to share with us or anything that you want to say?
Well, it was bugging on me to get on this live, so I told him text in chat to tell him to make it sound legit. So, but he's listening and he's on the live.
And
so I was like, might as well join. But as for an update, he has all love for Cyclone Nation. I mean, best fan base out there. As for schools, I'm not really too in the loop with it. I don't want to say something I'm not supposed to say.
okay.
He's exploring options. He's not in it for the money. He's looking for the best fit. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm looking forward to what he does.
And I'm just doing this for the sake of like all sports media transparency and professionalism. You're not trolling us. You're actually like his friend and everything.
Let's have Milan text in chat. So I texted in the chat. I said Milan's joining. What I meant by that is he's getting on the live.
Yeah.
And he's on the live. So yes, I mean.
Oh, I got you. Okay, so that was your.
That proves it right there.
I got you. Okay, yeah. No, that's sweet. No, we appreciate you joining on, Milan. We obviously appreciate you joining on. I know you can't share which college he's going to. Can you share? Are there any colleges not listed that he's looking at as one of the options?
What was that? So you glitched out.
No, you're good. Is there any colleges not listed in the potential options that he's also looking at? So besides Arizona, Kentucky, St. John's, Louisville. If you can't, that's no worries. But I was just curious if there was any other. Okay, he glitched. I think he either glitched out or left. Maybe Milan told him not to say anything. Milan just commented Cyclones for life. Milan, we appreciate you, bro. That's super cool, man. Like I don't know if I'm getting emotional or what it is, bro, but like that's cool, bro.
So,
That's cool.
I said this on our first episode that I said even if he does decide to come back, can a live hear me? By the way,
Yeah, they can hear you. Yep.
Even if he does decide to come back, Cyclone fans should still be on decent terms with him, and he will bleed Cardinal in gold forever. Right.
Yeah.
And this is, and I also said this is how the current state of college athletics is right now. This is the way it's shaped. This is the way we've seen Jeremy Fears from Michigan State just announced he's also withdrawing from the NBA draft and returning. For the Spartans next year. So
Yep.
This is how things are. It's completely understandable if he wants to explore options, and I think if what Eli said about him just seeing what's the best fit for him is, I mean, that's completely understandable because like the post that Milan made on his Instagram, he said his goal was to go to the NBA draft. And if he comes back, it's about what's best for him, his family, and his future. Milan, if you're still listening, like AJ said, thanks for all you've done for Cyclone Nation. Like he commented, a Cyclone for life forever. We'll be a Cyclone.
That's crazy, dude.
We definitely missed the fadeaway shots in Hilton Coliseum and stuff like that. But we appreciate all you've done. And thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
I have no clue what Milan's going to do after this. Like you said, what college he's going to go to. The past 5 to 10 minutes have created a fan for life with me. Like he could. I know. I said don't go to Arizona. If that's the best fit for him, knowing that he loves Cyclone Nation. And that he wants to go to a university, by the way, whose fan base respects us and respects the competition and respects the rivalry. I don't know if I've ever done this, but I've changed my mind in the last 15 minutes. He can go to whatever college he wants to, because the fact that, I mean, I want people to realize, if you're just now joining on this TikTok, or if you were kind of couldn't hear on this YouTube video, Eli, who is Milan's friend, told us that Milan was going to hop in the TikTok live. And then Milan Momcilovic himself, the number one portal target in college basketball, joined our live and texted that he's a Cyclone for life. Yep. Like that, dude, like I have no words for that. That is one of the coolest things I've ever experienced. Mm-hmm. That's a where were you type of moment. And yeah, it's going to suck to see him in a different college jersey, but I now know personally where Milan is at, regardless of where he plays next year. And that's really cool. That's really cool. And for those of you guys just wondering before you go, Owen, this is not a troll job. This was not this crazy, like, because I know we were talking about that initially, like, oh, this might be a troll thing. Eli is legitimately Milan's friend.
Yep. Milan
Momcilovic's own TikTok account was in our live, and he commented that he's a Cyclone for life. Like, that's all legit. And so that's one of the coolest things I've ever experienced as a sports fan. And I respect him so much. I mean, think about what we talked about with Matt Campbell and Rocco Becht in the last 2 weeks. This is the polar opposite. And it's super cool. So,
yeah. Yep. So that's, I mean, unless you have anything else,
how would you rank his destinations? I don't know if he's still in here or not, but where would you rank his destinations in terms of best fit for him?
That's a good question. Well, he's from Wisconsin, so I mean, in terms of a geographical, any geographical relationships he might have, I really don't. Louisville, I mean, they're pretty much the same play. I mean, Arizona would be kind of the outlier here. St. John's is all the way up by
Yep.
the East Coast. So I mean, I don't know. Honestly, if I were him, one of my top things that I would be considering is who's going to be my coach, right? Who am I going to be? You know, when you look at Mark Pope and you look at Kentucky, we talked about Mark Pope on our recent pods. We have nothing against Mark Pope. You said he means well. You're sure he means well and he's a decent human, but what has Kentucky shown the past 5 years that he could play for them and they could be a legitimate national championship title, Final Four contending team?
Right.
Well, here's what they've shown. They've shown that they can spend $20 million on a roster and get obliterated in the round of 32. That's
Right.
what they've shown. And so, but you again, you look at St. John's. Like I said, they made the Sweet 16. Louisville is their roster. I mean, they've been decent, but they're just trying to get over that hump and be a top tier elite college basketball team, kind of like Kentucky. I would say they're in a little bit better of a spot than Kentucky is. But you know, you look at who they got, Flory Badunga. I mean, I think Alvaro Fulgueras, when he's there as well, right? Didn't he go to Louisville? He's on.
I cannot remember. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't remember where he
I do
transferred.
believe former Iowa center Alvaro Fulgueras is now playing for Louisville this upcoming season. So
Yep.
so yeah, but I mean, you look at St. John's, you know. There's just so many options, right? And I think, like I said, the coaching staff, the culture is going to be one of my biggest things that, you know, if I had to take into consideration.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just me though. Me, you know, it's he claims that it's whatever fits him best, and so
Yep.
you know, I trust that Milan has good judgment, and wherever, like you said, even if it's Arizona, he knows that it could be awkward playing Iowa State. You know, there could be some shuffling plates there, but you know, it's whatever he wants. This is, and even I was going to hit on the entirety of the day today. Things sounded positive in terms of him staying in the draft from what I heard, but
Right.
this is a personal decision by Milan. It could have been last second. It could have been 10 minutes before he wanted, like, we don't know a lot. The drop off from the knowledge and information that him and his agents know to what there's the regular, you know, fans and media people know is tremendous. It's huge. So yeah, it was cool that he joined the live and stuff like that. Yeah, it's you love to see it. Thanks Eli and thanks to Milan one more time for doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun.
That was so cool. Yeah, for me, I would go, and this this is gonna sound super like, you know, offensive, and I'm just like in my feelings or whatever, but just the reality of where each team is at. Out of those 5 teams, let's take Iowa State out of it. So, or 4 teams, you go Arizona, you know, Louisville, St. John's, Kentucky. Kentucky's number 4 on that list. Like, they just are. They're out of those 4 teams, they're the least likely. Like, they're the least likely team to be in position to win a national championship by Milan Momcilovic. So I would go, and man, Louisville's already got a lot of big names. So I don't know if Milan, I mean, he's the number 1 portal target. So I don't know if you'd want to go to Louisville with all those other big names. I could see him going to St. John's. I really could. I mean, you think about it. Chris Mullen, like back in the day, was this sharpshooting guard / forward for St. John's that took them to a Final Four, I think even a national championship game. So St. John's is known for producing those elite shooters like that, and Rick Pitino is one of the best coaches of all time. And so
You don't call him the Godfather for no reason. So
they would be in prime position with their pedigree and their roster already to compete for a national championship. And Louisville's right
one
there.
more thing about Arizona. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
but
go,
one
go.
more thing. Circling back to the whole situation with Cyclone Fanatic today, it was over a post where I said Arizona's not in close contention, But that doesn't necessarily mean, like I said, this is all Milan. I've heard UCLA. I've heard. I mean, there could be multiple schools that we just haven't really heard about that could throw a number out there. And if it is like like he said about where he thinks he'd fit best, then he could end up at Arizona. But what I meant by that was Arizona's not in close contention from a money standpoint or a financial standpoint. But if it does relate back to where he wants to be, it could be Arizona, it could be St. John's, whatever. It could be anything. We just don't know. Like I said, the drop off is very big.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we've heard directly from one of Milan's closest people to him, shout out Eli again, that he wants to go to a situation that's best for him. It's not a money grab. And it never was a money grab for him, which is why I think a lot of people thought he was going to stay in the draft. So the fact that he didn't, like, it is what it is. But again, the respect that we've gained for him has gone up 10,000% in the last half hour, just simply by him doing this kind gesture of joining the live and letting us know what he thinks about Cyclone Nation.
I don't think like Rocco Becht and Matt Campbell, we can expect to see him on radio and talk show stuff 2 months from now bashing us.
Say with your chest. Say with your chest. Yeah, so I think, again, Louisville, St. John's the best options for him. Arizona would be a great option for him as well. So, again, I'm not trying to be salty. I'm being genuine about where each team's at. Every one of those teams but Kentucky would be in position to win a national championship. Every single one of those teams. And so it is what it is. So, but we'll keep you guys up to date about everything, obviously. Been a crazy night. Got even crazier when the man himself joined on, Milan Momcilovic. You got fans for life here at Cyclone Central. Go be great wherever you're at. We can't wait to watch you wherever you are. And yeah, we'll keep you guys updated with all the different things going on within Cyclone Sports. Should be a dead period for now. I mean, I guess we got to figure out which college Milan's going to, but we should be in somewhat of a dead period, kind of limbo time before football kicks in. But Owen, any final thoughts?
No, yeah. Other than that, we are kind of entering the dry portion of the post-spring, portion of the off season. So there really isn't much to cover or keep up with other than recruiting. Obviously we might do some mailbag episodes coming up here. But yeah, not much. But stay tuned though. Milan Momcilovic joined a random TikTok live stream tonight, so anything can happen. So stay tuned. We'll be live usually twice a week with instant reactions to just about everything that can catch your eye. So yeah.
We appreciate you guys more than you know. Stay locked in. And lastly, we won't charge you for anything. Roll clones, baby.
Roll clones.